Stockholm truck suspect identified. Sweden's capital was besieged by a security fail last week after a man targeted pedestrians in one of the city's busiest areas. On Friday, a man in a stolen beer truck plowed through a crowd of shoppers in a street in central Stockholm. The truck continued down the road before finally crashing into a department store. 4 lost their lives in the rampage, and 15 others were injured. The suspected driver was an Uzbek asylum seeker, who authorities say sympathized with organizations such as the group that YouTube won't let us name. He was rejected for Swedish permanent residency in June 2016, and had gone on the lam by the time police tried to deport him in February. A second person suspected of participating in the atrocity was arrested on Sunday, though police have yet to release any information on the new suspect. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support Tomo News at patreon.com/Tomo News. Other European cities were also hit with security fails in recent months. UK cops put down Islamist terror suspect after he kills 5 in Westminster, including one of their own. 5 people, including a veteran British cop, were killed, and dozens more injured, following a terror attack near the UK Parliament in London. According to reports, police believe the knifeman was inspired by Islamic terror attacks. The suspected jihadi started his attack by mowing down pedestrian after pedestrian on Westminster Bridge, before smashing into the railings outside the UK Parliament. Also known as the House of Commons, that's the British seat of power. Next, he reportedly knifed veteran British police officer Keith Palmer to death, and was later killed by 2 plainclothes officers outside the House of Commons. Palmer, a husband and father, served on the London Metropolitan Police Force for 15 years. The Berlin Christmas market attack, a complete timeline. Islamic State has claimed responsibility for the attack in which a truck plowed into a Christmas market outside Berlin's Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church, killing at least 12 people on Monday evening. Truck driver Łukasz Rurban was delivering steel from Turin, Italy, to a warehouse in Berlin on Monday morning. The warehouse said they couldn't unload the delivery and told Rurban to return on Tuesday. Rurban then waited in Berlin with the delivery. He reportedly spoke to his wife at 3 p.m. before losing contact. It is believed that his truck was hijacked during this time. The company that owns the truck said the truck's GPS history shows unusual movements from 3:45 p.m. onwards, which indicate Rurban was not in control, and the truck was perhaps being driven by someone learning how to drive. There was no more movement until 7:40 p.m., when the truck plowed into the crowds at a Berlin Christmas market before it came to a halt. The suspect was seen leaving the vehicle. Rurban was found dead in the passenger seat of the truck. He appeared to have been stabbed and shot to death. A 23-year-old Pakistani national was arrested at the Tiergarten Park near the Christmas market shortly after the attack. However, his DNA did not match the DNA inside the truck, and he was released. Officials believe the suspect is still at large. German authorities are urging people to remain extra vigilant and to report any suspicious movements. Frenchman plotted Euro 2016 bloodbath. A French nationalist detained in Ukraine with a huge arms cache had planned a series of terrorist attacks at the Euro 2016 soccer championship. The man was arrested in a sting operation by Ukrainian security services when he attempted to cross into Poland on May 21st. 25-year-old suspect Grégoire Moutot worked on a cow farm in the French region of Lorraine. Ukraine's SBU security service said Moutot traveled to the war-torn east of the country to buy arms before his arrest near the Polish border. Moutot allegedly bought an arsenal of weapons, which included 5 AK-47 rifles with 5,000 bullets, 125 kilos of TNT and 100 detonators, plus 2 RPG-7 anti-tank grenade launchers with 18 rounds. He also had 20 balaclavas. The SBU said police patrols were among 15 targets Moutot planned to attack during Euro 2016. Moutot's other targets allegedly included mosques, synagogues, tax offices, motorways, and bridges. The SBU said Moutot planned the attacks as a protest against immigration, Islam, and globalization. However, French police said there was no specific threat against Euro 2016, which kicks off on June 10th. The French investigation into Moutot has so far been handled by a unit that looks into organized crime rather than anti-terror specialists. which suggests French police initially suspected Muto of arms trafficking rather than terrorism. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support Tomo News at patreon.com/Tomo News. Migrant murders woman with machete. One woman was killed and 2 others were injured by a machete-wielding man in southwest Germany on Sunday. The incident is the latest in a series of deadly civilian attacks in the country, coming just 2 days after a mass shooting in Munich. A Syrian refugee in the German city of Reutlingen was seen arguing with a female co-worker before attacking her with a machete. The 45-year-old Polish victim was critically injured and later died on the scene. The man rampaged through the street with his weapon, injuring one woman by smashing her car windshield and slashing another in the face. A driver spotted the attacker and hit him with his BMW. The man was knocked to the ground and later arrested. Authorities say the attack was not terror-related and may instead have been a crime of passion. The 21-year-old attacker had previously committed violent acts and was already known to police.
German Iranian national yelled Allahu Akbar before slaughtering children at a McDonald's in Munich. The terrifying video you see here shows a German Iranian opening fire on several victims outside a McDonald's in Munich on Friday. The 18-year-old gunman killed 9 people and wounded 21 others. Police say the shooting rampage ended when the gunman, seen here, turned his weapon on himself. They believe the gunman may have used a fake Facebook advert promising free food at this McDonald's on Hanauer Street to lure his victims. A witness told CNN the gunman loaded his weapon inside the men's room. Another witness said the gunman shouted Allahu Akbar before opening fire on his victims, many of whom were children. The gunman emerged from McDonald's and shot several more victims on the street. Their bodies littered the street as panic gripped the busy shopping district. The gunman crossed the street and headed toward Olympia shopping mall. He was seen on a nearby roof parking garage firing his weapon. Police later found him dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Although investigators are unaware of any terrorism links at this time, ISIS supporters took to Twitter to celebrate the attacks.